Hey everybody, I'm Dharma, and this is going to be your daily tarot story for you. It's tarot, it's channeling, it's Lenormand, it's intuition, it's tribe time, it's fairies, it's fun. It's all the things that we do, okay? We just talk about life here. And this is 24 to 36 hours worth of energy that you might experience coming at you. These are live, okay? They're tons of fun, tons of shenanigans. The whole tribe is here, or they will be within the next 5 minutes. We do this every day, and then where all the fun stuff's here, we pick it up on the Raven's Nest, which is on Facebook. We do the yoga here when quarantine isn't taking my life over. And we also do a daily moons and private readings and all kinds of other cool stuff. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everybody. So nice to see you. Tell us something good. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Like, I feel kind of fogged and, like, clouded. And then I just was like, let me feel the energy for the day. And all of a sudden I got smiley. People feel smiley. I just saw the gate. Yeah, the mood in the air is different. Thank you, Ozzy. I know, I feel smiley too. Tiffany, Sunny D, Oz, Maslow, what's up? Coop Talk. It does feel foggy. It just feels foggy. All right, what do we have coming in for the day? This is the Brian Froud's Fairies Oracle. Are you ready? Oh, geez. I just like dropped it like that. Somebody, this is exactly what I was just saying. That somebody goes from this like foggy, like everything is meh to thumbs up. This could even be someone that you're around and they're being but you have here a spiritual connection of some sort. And you guys are back and forth talking to each other. Now, keeping in mind that my readings don't look for someone specific, but rather people that might actually end up in your sphere for the day. And it's like there's someone around who, somebody wants to lift up your spirits, I guess. But they, I don't know, they're just really slow. But when they, and it might be because their impact is going to be or is already way bigger than you think it would be. But you have the dynamic here of one person who is wild and free. They might have like a ton of animals. They're just like a little stinker. And then you have this other one who is like, I don't know, they feel overwhelmed. Tell me about the Tower. Somebody may have been thinking about you like all day and making a decision about what they were going to do. Whether to speak to you or not, whether to even get involved, whether to, I don't know, but it feels like lightning. They make a choice about what they want to do, because you have some kind of choice here. You got 2 of Cups and 8 of Wands. That's when they reach out. Ace of Swords. It's almost like they know this. I feel like whatever this conversation is, or whoever this is that's reaching out, it feels a little bit like Pandora's box for them. The Fool. They know exactly what they're getting into. Ace of Wands. Well, they think they know exactly what they're getting into. So let's talk about the eight. The Eight of Rods is a conversation. And it's really fast moving. It feels like everything was stalled for a moment. Now, I can see down in my road, I'm getting a package delivery, so that might be something. Something might be delivered. News, messages, whatever. The Lovers. Whoever this masculine is, either they can see or you can see past, present, and future total with them. I don't think this person is prepared for what's about to hit them. Like unexpectedly, like a ton of bricks. And then all of a sudden they have to know more. Like, do you understand what I'm getting at here? It feels like somebody was going to make a choice to come in to even engage with you at all. Like, do I even want to mess around and do this? Even bother talking to them, and then they decide to, and then they wind up thoroughly enjoying themselves. But it feels like, you know, any guy who, of course, they're thinking that it's going to be one way, but it actually turns out that they really enjoy their time with you. The Heart. They find themselves being really affectionate with you and laughing, and like they're like, wow, that was kind of awesome. Light bulb bouquet and the clover. Like, this is it suddenly feels like someone's like, this is my reward. The girl, this one is my reward for putting up with whatever. They think you're like a trophy, okay? But so I don't understand what the Eight of Rods is about. Can you progress? Green light. They're trying to get something going. It's almost like, for whatever reason, even though I don't necessarily know that you even really know each other, but they already feel obligated to you. Like, I should call them. They're an emperor. They do emperor type shit. They do. This is not someone who leaves you hanging. So then what happens because it looks like an invite to go somewhere. An invite to go somewhere special. I want to show you something. The Devil. Someone is trying to hold themselves in really high regard. Like, I don't want to do anything that's gonna make me seem like, somebody does not want to be rejected. The Devil! But this is Two of Cups and the Nine of Rods. I don't want to be second best, the Tower, the High Priestess, the Hierophant. You don't have to be. There might be a couple of people around you. Somebody might pass out on like a couch. You know what I mean? Like fall asleep. And the other people are staying there like, what are we supposed to do now? And it's like in the hands of this King of Rods. What do I do now? All right. So tell me about this is like 6 o'clock. 6, 7 o'clock. Somebody's just sitting. Just sitting. King of Rods. There we go. So we're going to see some kind of action. Nine of Cups. You might spring up and get ready and go somewhere. Like, bye. And the people around you are like, I don't know, you can feel the change in the air. Why? What is it here that makes you spring up and the King of Rods comes? The High Priestess and Strength. Like it makes you feel good because like you knew. When this person starts to interact with you, you're going to feel really paid attention to, if that makes sense. It doesn't necessarily feel overbearing. It just feels like they're giving you attention, and maybe you're not used to it, and you're like, I don't know what to do with my hands. The Hermit. This is like when the Hermit meets the Hermit. And you guys want to do Hermit stuff together. It feels a little bit like Maleficent and the King. But that went really bad. Somebody's bracing themselves for the worst. Like this, that's a vibe I've been getting this whole time. That someone's been bracing themselves for the worst. Even though I don't think that that's how it's going to be. But it also feels like during this time frame, there's someone around you who is watching you detach. And it's bothering them. Somebody else might be on their phone a lot. You might also have to really stand your ground in order to get what you want. Because it feels like what you want is something that goes within your own boundaries. Like it works for you. And somebody else might not want to give you that much. Or they might say like, well, I don't have that much. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about, you're like, well, I want to be exclusive. Like I don't want to sleep with other people. And they might not, even if they're not sleeping with anybody else, they don't want to give you that kind of, I don't know, say so or whatever. And you're like, well, then I don't know where I just went with that. It feels like a random conversation. The devil. It feels like having to block like a number of people all at once because this holy grail of Ace of Cups walks into your life. The Star and the King of Pentacles, that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Star is Aquarius, Hierophant is Taurus, Emperor is Aries, Devil's Capricorn. It feels like perfect timing for both people. And it breaks your heart to have to walk away from something. But it's like whatever you're walking away from, you're walking right into the Ace of Cups. It's kind of like leaving behind the family dog to go on your new adventure. It's that kind of heartbreak. It's like, you know, you'll see them again, just not for a while. Somebody might be waiting for you and they're standing outside of a car. And they went and like cleaned their car and stuff. Ten of Coins, Temperance. They want to make everything perfect. They might spend a lot of money on you. And you're like, I don't know, somebody's like, this is so fast. But they're just sure. They're like, I knew from the second that I met you that there was a reason, like, I just knew. And you're like, me too? Like, for me too? Ace of Cups. It feels just like they're just like, take my hand. Let's go. Let's do this. Good sound bites. I still feel dazed. Like I can't hear. You might get a nasty text from like a King of Swords. You're just over it. You might randomly start thinking about somebody, and it's probably because they're thinking about you too. There's a Libra, King of Swords, Justice. They want to talk. And you're like, sorry, can't hear you, bad connection, what? This Emperor doesn't want your ass single. They don't. They don't want that at all. They're picturing you with somebody else and it's driving them insane. might drive past your house just to see what you're fucking doing. And nothing. Being a hermit. You might actually be sitting in your house with somebody else. Or you and two guys. You have a Capricorn who is like being real, I don't know, argumentative. You're like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take off. I'll catch you later. And you might pick up your phone, see you've got text or something like that. And somebody might just have a moment with a big old dog, like, I really love you. To your puppy. But I feel like there's a lot of really disappointing conversation. I feel like there is a number of people in your life, like we were joking this morning on the Daily Moons about the line being out the door. And I feel like some people that are in line, maybe have a chance with you, are essentially being dismissed because they don't have a chance. They just don't. And they're starting to get mad, like, why aren't you doing this or that? And she's like, enough. I'm tired of even entertaining an argument with you about why. Because the answer is no, that's why. With Chariot. You might be sitting in your car, texting someone. It doesn't go well. I mean, it feels like a day of... It feels like a day of, like, making cuts with people. We've been talking about that for a while, like people were making room, but this feels like more than making room. This feels like permanent. Everybody has to go, like here we go again talking about the train's leaving and you can only bring one. And there's people who are standing there and they're mad, like, why can't I come along? And they're like, because I'm getting on the train with this one. And it takes a lot of strength to do that. What's the deal with the trains? The commitment. Exactly. You guys are like drawn to each other, like it is. I mean, it came in like a wrecking ball. It feels like it could be toxic, like it could get toxic, but it's just because of how badly you guys like suddenly desire each other. Like you just can't get enough. And you're going to start communicating and it's just going to start developing and it feels like it's a... Paul's mad at me. It is, no, I have a good time. No, he came and fixed my house and everything. I love him, but I go to bed at like 8:30. And he's a Capricorn, so he's not even done working till like 8. So I don't get to see him much. He's mad. Anyway, I have no idea what I just said, but you're about to be lifted into a new whatever, because this Emperor is coming in hot. All right, that's all I have for you guys. I love you so much. Until next time, bye.